Good morning, America. This is Dr. Turi. Today we are May 25th. So, this weird, original, shocking, abnormal, mind-boggling energy will last a few more days until the next 2019 SOS to the world deadly window. So, before going into anything else, let me again help you to raise your cosmic consciousness and understand what I'm trying to do here. Again, this is for those who do not read or those who just landed on this YouTube video. The sad reality is that some people don't have the natural aptitude to get their marbles going. They don't have the strength or the patience or the intelligence to dig into stuff in a deeper way, so to speak. And when it comes to my work, my cosmic work demands a lot of mental gymnastics. My work is not for idiots. That's the best way for me to introduce myself. Or at the same time, exit, because you might think I'm the biggest egocentric on the planet. That is your judgment. That is me to know and you to find out if you have something to gain or not. It's already written in the stars anyway. If your UCI is advanced enough, you're going to be what I call a superhuman. Okay, smart, intelligent, curious, willing to expand and grow. If you're a subhuman, then you'll be looking for stupid videos. They have nothing to offer you but entertain you. That's as simple as that. So right now there is a natural cleansing that is taking place. A lot of people already have said, forget this guy. God, don't lose much, because those are the people who cannot help. They are not ready for me. They do not vibrate at my cosmic speed. So they're just going to be wasting their time and wasting mine. So this work is done for you, for the smart, for the curious, for the intelligent human being who is willing to improve their perception of reality and understanding the news in a very different way. So, as you know, I spent all my life, I'm 69 years old, and I spent all my life recattling Nostradamus' 16th century divine astrology methodology. Okay, like him, I use quatrain and very, very obvious keywords. Okay, and these quatrain and these keywords are designed to give you colors of the news, because news are pouring nonstop. Life is a constant process of changes that you cannot control. However, those news will vary depending on the stars that induce those news, which are manipulated by the Reptilius, a group of negative extraterrestrials that regenerate and survive only with fear, with chaos, with stupidity, with ignorance, or the subhumans. Okay. Again, as mentioned before, the Reptilius also have created all religion because he produces chaos and ISIS Caliphate, ready to kill you because of their religious beliefs. So now let's go to the letters news. My quatrain and my keyword really, really speaks loud. All you got to do is pay attention and auto-analyze yourself, because the span of attention of human is a fraction of a second. My keywords involve the word France, Japan, Asia, cosmic news, NASA, space news, nukes, weird, freak, surprise, unexpected, explosion, shocking, stunning. Okay. Now, if you look at the news today, earthquakes also is mentioned. Okay. And of course, there is also the word Japan is mentioned earlier. Earthquake shakes Tokyo, that is in Japan, shortly before Trump arrived. Now, see, the word earthquake, the word Japan is mentioned. And today, we had an earthquake Okay, we had many earthquakes. We had a 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.0, and 7.5 during the last 2 SOS to the world that I gave out to you. So all you got to do is to click on the earthquake, look at the date, and check the SOS to the world, the deadly window. You will notice, I did, that all those quakes happen during those windows. So the first proof that those cosmic winds or God speaks to me through the sign that I translate for you is that earthquake shakes Tokyo, Japan, which is in Asia shortly before Trump's arrive. So now you have 3 keywords that dictate the main news that is today, because this window is still operational. Let's see if there is anything else that might help you to understand. My keywords mention UFOs. And then if you look at the news, the Pentagon finally admits it investigates UFOs. UFOs. Now you got it on the news. Okay, the Pentagon finally admits it investigates UFOs. Not an accident. I knew. I didn't know that the Pentagon was going to release that publicly. I didn't know, but I know the stars and they speak to me. I speak God's language because I have learned that God speaks through the signs. You need to do the same, maybe. All right, now understand that UFOs and extraterrestrials do not communicate with the government. They don't have secret bills, secret deals, secret endeavors on the back of the White House. No, extraterrestrials don't care about presidents, your education. Extraterrestrials do not care if you're famous or if you're a beggar in the streets. All they're interested is your spiritual values. That's why they're interested. That's why guys like me have collected 5 UFOs experiences. And I'm not the only one. And believe me, the people who are most desperate looking for extraterrestrial, if they are one single fraction of themselves skeptical, it's not going to happen. Or if they don't have the UCI or the unique celestial identity or the spiritual values, the advanced spiritual values that they are looking for, you're not going to be, talking or dealing or attracting extraterrestrial. So when you have people out there that give you all sorts of rational information, scientific information, or conspiracy theory about extraterrestrial exchanging technology with it is, right there, understand that I'm coming from a very, very different level, let alone those people have never seen a UFO, let alone they never talk or channel on extraterrestrial, named Jericho. That's the guy that worked through me right here, right now, which allow me to understand this cosmic design and allow me to give you information that you can only get here. Now, understand that this does not mean all my friends that are UFOs investigators don't have anything interesting to tell you or valuable. Totally wrong. They do. It's their research. It's their reality. And it's all set because of their UCI. But believe me, 99.9% of them never seen a UFOs. But they read about it. They interrogate people about it. They talk about it. And the Reptilius are making sure to give these people a notoriety. So this way you don't go and find out the truth or things that I'm telling you. So being aware, be curious. Remember, the moon is no hollow, and there is no ETs either on planet Earth or in Antarctica or on the moon. Okay, it's all a psychical manifesto, which means spiritual. Okay. This doesn't mean that ETs won't come here, because I had the flying saucers 30 feet suspended above my head, and I hijacked into a flying saucer and all sorts of things. Okay, but the Reptilius abduct humans for their own agenda because they cannot do otherwise. The Draconis, or the progressive, the positive, the benevolent extraterrestrial are very different. They don't need to enter this dense physical world. They do it all telepathically, spiritually, psychically. And once humans advance their own vibrations as the future is the reincarnation of the thought, and we create our reality, at that moment, when that energy match up, okay, then extraterrestrial will be allowed. We will allow extraterrestrial to become solid and a reality. Not just yet. Long story. Okay, so the word UFO was mentioned, okay? And believe me, I didn't know nothing about the Pentagon. I don't work for the Pentagon. I don't have no friends in the Pentagon. And I didn't know that they were going to make this public on my window. Got it? Simple. All right. Now, I give you some facts on UFOs. Again, there is a little video there on the newsletter, which is associated with this YouTube video. Just click on it and read the rest of the story, because there is a lot of interesting things. The more you read, the more you'd expand your own cosmic consciousness. All right. Now, 7 billion of humans are at risk soon because of the Reptilius. Well, I'm not talking about only 7 billion of humans. I'm talking about every single living thing on this planet. Because billions and trillions of dollars are wasted by the Reptilius infected scientific matrix to go on Mars, okay, or by the Reptilius infected religious matrix who don't want you to dwell into the cosmic code, understand God, cosmic divinity, or Jesus, cosmic ministry. You know, long story again. Okay, so if you look around you, you know, there's no denying that the Mother Earth is dying. Cutting the trees, they're poisoning the oceans, there's plastics everywhere. The greedy corporation don't give a damn. All they want is this money, 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 and disinformation. Okay, so click on the video, read the sad reality, watch the sad reality. That makes you a little bit feel insecure, but obviously the Reptilians are leading all these people who don't care about you, me, or planet Earth. But luckily for us, the Reptilians may be very, very strong, very keen, and very smart, and very deceptive and deceiving, but they are still behind the Draconis. Never forget. The Draconis are watching, because the war has always been up there since the get-go. What else do we have? Again, I mentioned further the truth about David Icke, a universal Reptilius infestation. And David and I, we had a long relationship. It's a long story. Just Google Dr. Turi, David Icke, and then you may read some stuff, where we come from, who we are, how we connected, how we were very close. And remember that David is a genius on his own right, okay? He knows and teaches only what he knows, but he's not cosmic conscious, and he has never seen a UFO. That I can guarantee you that. So when you have someone that tells you you're going to that constantly stimulate your fear and your insecurity, okay, you may think he's doing you a favor. No, he's not, because now he is not part of the solution. He's part of the problem, because he's infecting more and more people to fear, to follow for conspiracy. This does not mean conspiracy are not real. Sad enough, I'm victimized myself by the biggest conspiracy ever, because I'm not allowed to go to any place where I used to pass on my messages. Okay, you're talking about Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, forget it. Yeah, I've been fired from everywhere because I speak the truth, okay? And the truth wrecks a lot of people. So if someone talks negative, it doesn't give you a way out or give you hopes. It says the end. That's it. You're finished. The government is going to send you to a concentration camp. Or if you got another lunatic like David Wilcox screaming his head off in 2012, we're all going to die on top of a mountain expecting the end of the world. And then you know what you're dealing with, okay? Just start to use critical thinking and be led or understand or follow or read material that gives you a way out. Work with the Draconis. Remember, the future is nothing else than the reincarnations of your thought. You know, so you're very responsible. And start with you, start with you. Be positive, have hopes for the future. Don't let the Reptilius agenda override everything and bring us to the extinction that is ahead of us if you do not understand or help me. Simple as that. You got a way out. Start to be positive. It's going to be the hardest thing for you to do. Believe me, it is very hard to be positive when everything is, you're bombarded left and right with negativity. When your own children smoke pot nonstop, have lost hopes for the future, kill themselves. There is no way of ending this suicide, it's dramatic energy that is killing those kids. And then all those kids, shooting not only themselves, but also their mates at school. School shooting will never stop unless we're back there and start to give life to those people up here. Parents and teachers are the ones responsible for what's going on in school shootings because nobody told them otherwise. They don't know better. You heard previous video where I talk about school shooting. You read previous article. Maybe you should try to understand me a little bit better. What else do we have that is shocking? Winnie Arlo, okay. Well, you can see this lady, she has a skin problems, and obviously she's now a leader into skin. However, she karmically decided to come in this world with that skin problem. Remember, you cannot aim for fame if you're not set by the stars to become famous. And she was born in August. She was born under the sign of Leo. During the day, every planet shines away, only the sunshine. Okay, Clinton, Schwarzenegger, Madonna. Who else is born in August? Michael Jackson, name it. And there you go, another lady, another soul born in August with a specific skin disease. So now she can become a top leader on the field. And she is definitely a queen, put it this way. And that's why my words that I was used into my quatrain, okay, my keywords, mentioned France. And shocking. Do you think I remember that there is that Cannes festival when I wrote this a month and a half ago, or whatever, when I made those predictions? Okay, here she is, a Leo, and she is in France. And I'm explaining to you why she has that disease. I asked for it. All right, what else do we have? Okay, yeah, it's not a meteorite that lights up the sky in Australia and that falls in the earth. A lot of scientists don't have cosmic consciousness. They see something brilliant in the sky for a fraction of a second or just for a certain time and then disappear. Oh, immediately. It's a natural effect. Oh, immediately. It's a meteorite. No. These are ships that are being fighting like an airplane, fighting each other's. And then, pew, but those ships are a little bit bigger than the biggest boats we can have, the Army and U.S. Navy. I mean, you're talking about immense ships fighting out there. But, you go and say that to a scientist or to an astronomer, intellectual, egocentric pride, you say, these guys are lunatic. These are just meteorites. They are meteorite, don't get me wrong, crashing on Earth, that's for sure. But those 3/4 of them are not meteorites. They are ships. They are UFOs that are being destroyed because of the battle that's going on out there. It's your acceptance or not. It's your choice or not to believe or not. I'm telling you what Draco tells me. I'm just a translator. I mentioned space news, and now you have SpaceX that launched 60 more satellites into orbit. My gosh, you're talking about junk out there. Oh, they're poisoning our ocean with plastic. Now they're going to poison the rest out there. They're going to mess up all this with satellites. Okay, so again, space news. I didn't know that SpaceX was about to launch 60 more satellites. I just mentioned space news. There you go. Comes up in the news. What else do we have? My keywords mention aeronautics and stunning. Now we have a stunning. The word stunning was used. Video capture a helicopter flying upside down. Again, I didn't know. I just saw, be ready for news about aeronautics and they'll be stunning. And then you don't see the video of a helicopter flying upside down very often, just to my windows. Iranian police arrest 30 people during yoga class. That tells you again the control anything that remotely will show a bit of skin or something that will make people think to get something different and to heal naturally is against the law, it's against religion, especially in this Pisces deceptive control part of the world. The Middle East is a Pisces. That's why the Arabic sound like, you know, if you speak under the water. Pisces. Neptune, the negative fish. You have two fish, Einstein, Michelangelo, George Washington, Dr. Turi, swimming upstream towards the face and the tools of God, the cosmic consciousness. That's the positive fish. Then you have the negative fish, following one of the 875 different religions created by the Reptilius. Simple. You don't have the information, of course, you're never going to be able to make sense to things that's going on around you. A woman, 102 years old, suspected of killing a 92-year-old lady. I mean, if that is not shocking, I don't know what's shocking. You know, age don't matter with the Reptilius. You can be a 12-year-old and help a crazy, another infected, victimized kid, you know, shooting his class with an MK. Okay, gone, kill everybody. Or you can have a 100-year-old lady, you know, full of medication, as imposed by the Reptilius. She lost it, and then she killed a friend. Just remember, you know, what you hear, what you say, what is explained is so very limited, because most of the people who own the information, that are well organized and they are very wealthy, don't know. They don't have the answer. They don't know. We come to that point where everybody is lost. Everybody is degenerating. And that's the purpose of the Reptilius agenda. Now, another shocking news. This billionaire out there shocks all the students. He shocked the entire graduating class with a huge gift. Okay, I'm going to pay for that. Imagine the shock. I mean, if that is not shocking, I don't know what is shocking. I mentioned the word shocking, and then you see things like this happen. Don't you think I have something that you may be able to use? Okay, the store clerk with gun scare off, axe yelling at the thieves, and loses his job. Imagine the surprise, not only of the clerk, this guy comes in with an ass jet to get the money, but the guy being faced now with a gun. I'm talking about a surprise. Both of them were shocked. And then even more shocking is this poor guy loses his job. What a young world did I land on? You know, all I did so far since this shocking, stunning, original, abnormal, weird window took place is to make a collection of all those news. You've read them all. Oh, I hope you did, if you're smart and curious, okay? So all I did is to not only to warn you and to prepare you about all this weird news, but also I'll offer you the option to build cosmic consciousness and to regenerate by translating God's will. And you're an adult, so you could do that. Kids don't. They don't know about that. And they're gonna be part of those news, because nobody is there to guide them, to teach them, to educate them on God's cosmic design. I mentioned anything about tornado, and then we had what? I mean, 60 tornado. You think it's every day you're gonna have 60 videos? I talk about a volcano. It did happen. Jesus, just take the time, And as far as the UFO stuff is concerned, there is also the word nuke that was mentioned, and the nuclear coffin, radioactivity now is coming out of the bottom of the Pacific. I mean, you're talking about those sort of things. I talk about technology now. A couple of days ago, I'm not sure when again, North Korea launched a missile, testing missile. I mean, just, you know, do not know anymore what I could do to help you to raise more cosmic consciousness and to understand that God created the stars and the heavens for more than the sake of beauty. And He gave them to us for interpretation so that we may lead a safer, more productive life. Well, that's what it is. Okay, so there's going to be a radio show a day after my surgery, providing the surgery takes place, because I cannot tell you, but I had a bad surprise. I cannot tell you anything about this, but we are into the shocking, you know, surprises. So all I can tell you is I hope I should be there even though that I had a bad news, a bad surprise I didn't expect. I will be on the radio on UPRN on June 7th. And then I might tell you what it is once I find out what it is, because at that point, I don't know. It's just a bad surprise. So you see, I'm not immune to the stars. Now, I told you to auto-analyze yourself and to make sure that you understand me by looking at your own life and the people and that you hear. You just heard it from me. You got another surprise today. Okay, so just pay attention to the stars. Okay, and hopefully, God willing, I'll see you again. Until then, make it a beautiful life. Bye bye.